Will we know if Donald Trump and his administration criminally altered or destroyed portions of the Epstein files? And I'm talking about breaking the law. Welcome to America News Trust. I'm Steele Black. Since the time Congress passed the all but unanimous Epstein Files Transparency Act, 3 federal courts have concluded that the act sufficiently authorizes or even requires disclosure of previously sealed or protected records related to Epstein. The 3 federal judicial orders were specifically regarding or directed at, but not limited to, Donald Trump's U.S. Department of Justice. Now, ordinarily, when official records are released, the government is actually releasing copy. The copies, however, if necessary, are redacted. In fact, in some cases, some files or documents may be excluded altogether for legal reasons under the law, such as the protection of the privacy of individuals, such as, for example, witnesses who might be harmed by the release. However, these 3 federal courts have made it clear that the Epstein Files Transparency Act sufficiently authorizes or even requires disclosure of previously sealed or protected records which may have in the past not been disclosed. This also includes cases related to Epstein. Now, in a nutshell, with respect to the Epstein files, if the DOJ doctored, redacted, and/or destroyed some of the original files, that would be a crime. It would also cause a problem in verifying the document's authenticity because the originals are missing or altered. But it's solvable in many instances because the original source of many of these documents is not necessarily the DOJ. While the DOJ may have obtained the originals, federal and state courts as well as other federal and state agencies will have authenticated copies which can be used as evidence in a court of law. Law firms and other entities will also have records that can, if necessary, be authenticated as well. So in a nutshell, we're talking about court battles that I'm sure MAGA will not be very happy about. It will look as if Donald Trump is still hiding the Epstein files, and it will be even worse with respect to the growing MAGA revolt against Trump as a result of his clear refusal to actually release pertinent information. Personally, and given Trump's removal of top-secret national security documents following his first administration, his 30-some-odd felonies, his sexual abuse case, his bank fraud cases, etc., both I and the congressional Democrats believe Trump will likely doctor the files, hide the files, and even destroy some of the files. I have attached a letter from Congress to the Acting Inspector General at the U.S. Department of Justice requesting that he act to ensure that DOJ acts properly. If you like this content, please subscribe, hit the like button, and share so we can stay afloat.